4 Strangest Abandoned Places in California. Creepiest Abandoned Places. 1. Bombay Beach Ruins. Now here's one of the real gems when it comes to abandoned places in California. This place looks like a disaster area. It's littered with all kinds of destroyed pieces of the past, and it's unlikely that they're going to be cleaned up anytime soon. It's kind of wild to see this stuff scattered all over the place right next to the road. A part of you doesn't want to see it removed, though. There's something about seeing the splintered wood and busted glass everywhere that kind of makes you amazed at what the history may have held. It's pretty wild to imagine what some of these places looked like, but we're sure it was incredible. 2. Old LA Griffith Park Zoo. It's pretty odd when a zoo is shut down and left to nature, but that's exactly what the case is with the old Griffith Park Zoo. Easily accessible and still containing many of the old exhibits, it's a fun place for lovers of urban exploration. The strangest part, by far, is the fact that there are still rows of cages that are rusting away. Surely they didn't cage a lot of animals in those tiny spaces, right? The good news is that this zoo won't be opening up again anytime soon, but the exhibits leave plenty of space to explore that's a little more unique than the other spots, especially considering the fact that it hasn't been abandoned for any time at all. It's amazing how quickly nature takes back what it wants. 3. Bighorn Mine. During the gold rush, mines sprung up seemingly everywhere, but it wouldn't be long until the mines finally went bust, and that was definitely the case at Bighorn Mine. These days, nothing remains of the site, save for the hollow skeleton of what used to be. That doesn't mean that it isn't impressive. We're just saying that you might not want to get too close unless you've had a tetanus shot lately. Just like many of the other relics of California's not too distant past, this mine will slowly rust away into the ether, but, until then, it makes for a great place to explore. Located within the Angeles National Forest, there's a hike that will lead you right up to the mine, and you can take it from there. Some even dare to venture into the mine, but that can be quite the risk without proper equipment. 4. Murphy Ranch Nazi Camp. Yeah, did anyone else have absolutely no clue about this one? Well, that's probably for good reason. Although it's now decorated with some pretty epic street art, the local authorities have been trying to keep people away from it for years now. In other words, don't go snooping around unless you've been given permission. We must admit that the desire to explore is real, though. Although there have been a great number of proposals to tear the site down, the buildings are still standing. It probably won't be around for too much longer, though. If you want to check out the story behind the spot, regardless of the story behind the camp, this is one of those places that you need to check out ASAP, because it has a pretty short shelf life at this point.